Hi guys, my name is Ava and I'm a cosmic energy line teacher. For the most of you, you know me as a psychic and tarot card reader. Excuse my allergies, by the way. It's allergy season here in LA. So I want to talk to you about something that I usually don't bring up as much, and it's cosmic energy healing. And I'm a teacher, so I've been requested a few times to talk actually about cosmic energy healing and what it is. And I do have a couple new students lined up, so I decided to make videos and talk about, the method by itself. So cosmic energy healing, if you go to my website on cosmicenergylife.com, you can see a video where it explains the origins, where it's coming from. This method is about almost 500 years old. It's a combination coming from India, Tibet, and China. And we have a Cosmic Energy Healing Federation, so it's internationally acknowledged. And you can also, if you provide somebody that you can heal and the person has a medical condition, it can be recognized by the doctor. Then you can come into the list of cosmic energy healers in the federation and be internationally basically advertised for. Now, the way I work, and cosmic energy healing has different sections as far as I know. I work under Emil Bagirov, and this is the guy that my teacher Tatiana has made a book of, and to explain to people what it's about and how to go on best with it, especially in the English language, because everything is before in Russian. And when I started, I was around a lot of Russian people doing that healing method, so it was a little bit more complicated for me to learn. However, I did learn. There's different stages to cosmic energy healing, and the reason why I personally have chosen cosmic energy healing is because it's just a stronger method. And Reiki, for example, which I try to do, and I'm also a master of Reiki, did not work for me because the vibrations were like, and again, this is just, my personal experience, were just too low vibrational for me, and I needed something that is actually a little bit higher up and can go more to the surface. I did resolve because of that ancestral curses, and if you have any dark witchcraft attachments and a lot of ancestral stuff, then this method is really good for you, because we do work on the chakras like in other healing methods, but we can go up to 7 past lives. This all comes with experience. It's not going to come overnight. For those who are interested, you can go to my website. I have written a little bit about it. I have the YouTube video that explains a lot about the method, where it's coming from, what it does for you, and people have asked me to talk about it. So I would recommend, if you're really interested in doing that, to start with those 2 books. And the first one will be Volume 1, where it explains a little bit about the channels, what you can get. We have 2 kinds. There's the Buddhic channels, and they're about like 20, and then there's the magic channels that are also about 20. So when you have 42, you can become a master. Now we're starting at the scratch, right? So you know nothing about this method. You want to become a healer. You're going to take the book. You're going to choose the channels you want. If you want to do a full-on healing, which is usually a duration of 40 minutes, you want to make sure that you have 3 channels: Farun Buddha, Firast, and Zeus. Those are the main go-to channels you need in order for you to do a full-on healing. I've heard that people who did it just with Farun Buddha and Firast, but this is a very big exception. I do not recommend that. So 3 channels you need off the bat. Each channel needs to be initiated by a teacher, which would be me or whoever you're choosing. You cannot switch back and forth with teachers. If you start with me and you want to go somewhere else, vice versa, then you have to start from scratch. You cannot keep those channels, because you need to start and finish with one teacher. So even though sometimes it's hard to communicate with a teacher, if you have any issues with them, try to pull through, because you are investing money into it. You don't need to have other channels to be a healer. You can start with just 3. You can, with the method, charge water, objects. You can clean objects. You can even open up channels on your family. There's no permission that you need to do. So if you have family members who are suffocating, you can open up wells for them. I will teach you, and when you get initiated, and the books will gonna tell you too. I'm just starting now the cosmic school, or cosmic class, or whatever you want to call it, cosmic school. On my website for people who are initiated, for them to be able to join and learn a little bit more on the deep dive, and I share my experiences. We may have also classes in the future. So far I didn't have, I had students, but I didn't share like publicly. So it was always one on one or like in a group. And now I feel, the need to have it more on video on demand so people can rewatch things because we forget stuff. So you can charge your water, you can charge objects, you can open up channels on people, even if you feel like threatened in a situation, to open up channels just for healing. You're not harming anybody, you're just healing, and you just making sure that you are protected. So you in order for you to do the healings, you need the Buddhic channels. If you don't want to do healings, and if you are not even interested in doing healings, but you want to have channels just to have protection, you can just use magic channels. We have 21 of those, and you can make a pick. I can, of course, recommend it for you. If you need any consultation prior, you can book me on cosmicenergylife.com, because people tend to, go on for a long time. So have your answers ready, because this is also a consultation, and then we can dive into whatever you need. With the cosmic energy healing, some people ask me about. So anything that is in the book, if you're not initiated yet, you cannot use it. If you are trying to, we have pyramids and shells as protection tools. You cannot practice with them or on them if you're not initiated. So you can do it for your own sake, yes, but you cannot initiate. If you're not initiated, you cannot use it. So technically, you're not supposed to. It's like being a doctor. You read about it and you practicing being a doctor while you don't have a license, so nobody trained you. That's how I see it. Okay, so in order for you to become a healer, you just need 3 channels, and that's it. And the healing session, 40 minutes, will explain how it goes from beginning to the end, and everything is practice. It took me years to learn. I've been doing it for 12 years. I'm far from perfect, but I know how to exercise everything I do. So I always share my knowledge, what works for me and what doesn't. And it's for you to decide if it works for you or not. But you have to go by the book and you have to go by the rules in order for you to have it successful. If you start implementing other healing methods, then it will become a problem. So you cannot combine Reiki with cosmic energy healing or any other methods, or do certain things and add tools, take tools away, or methods. Not possible. You need to go strictly by what it is. And if you want to become a master, you need to have 42 channels initiated, and you initiate one by one. You can take blocks of channels, 5, 6 a day if you want to. If you are not, I'm located in Los Angeles, by the way. And if you need to travel to me, it would be wise for you to take blocks of channels in order for you, like a lot of channels, in order for you to make it worth. If not, then, you take it one by one. And again, it's all how you actually exercise yourself. It took me like a year or 2 years. I became a master, and then you stay master 1 year, you exercise the master. And then after that, you can become a progressor, and you can be done with it. If you want to become a teacher, you take a few more stages. In total, you can have 200 channels, but after 42 channels, when you become a progressor, it's blocks of channels. So you don't have to initiate all of them. It goes each time, you do something, and you initiate, you get the blocks of channels, the energy, and there's a certain time frame you can take it. So sometimes you need to take a few months of a break and then wait until the next time. But the teacher can also make exceptions if the teacher feels like you're ready for taking a certain amount of channels, especially if you travel, you're from far away. So yeah, the method is not like Reiki. Reiki is a little easier. It's a little bigger. The concept is just bigger, and there's no comparison to, like water or like soda. Of course, one is more healthier, but it's like oranges and apples. That's how you can compare it. There is no comparison to it. This method is 500 years old, is very strong, very intense. It has helped me transform my life, and this is why I'm practicing it exactly by the book. And I have taught people. I'm already a teacher, so I'm very excited about having still students working with me. I hope this intro has enticed you to dive a little bit more into it, for those who are interested in becoming a student and becoming a healer, I would recommend to do at least a cycle, which is a cycle of like one cycle is 10, or one season of 10 basically healings, in order for you to like clear the path. If you feel like you don't want to do that and you want to dive right into it, that's not a problem as well. But I would still recommend for you to do healings with your teacher. Once you initiate, you do want to do healings with your teacher for the most part, and not necessarily with others. So if you can do a few sessions before you initiate, that's great. And then you can just dive in, and then you take it as you go. Like I said, we're building a video on demand for people to, if they have questions and answers. I do that at least, to help you grow and learn, because some questions are just repeat. I had them all the time. And for those who can get those 2 books, I will be posting them again on my website, so you can get the link to get those books. And yeah, anything else, hit me up, schedule your session, and see how I can help you. Thanks for tuning in.